Thanks so much. Thanks for, just thanks. Thanks is spelled so many ways, so many languages. And I want to take a time out to talk about a few of the languages and a few of the different versions of thanks that people use in different languages, which is a lot. There are a lot of languages out there, and the word thanks is in most of them. And that's pretty amazing. So I definitely want to recognize that there are, you can say thanks. Colloquially, you know, but also with different languages. How many people are aware of different languages? Now I know that there are some languagists out there that only believe that there is one language, but sorry to break it to you, but there are over at least 7. There's at least 7 languages. Get used to it. Glad to be here. Great Falls is one of the largest places. Compared to some things small. And, you know, it's powerful. There's power in that size. Paris Gibson had a great idea way back in the nether times. Fur trading, Lewis and Clark, you know, stashing food supplies for the return trip a year later under layers of earth and straw to keep them dry in Dutch cookware. A lot of Native Americans here, okay? People call them First Nation people who were here first. Sorry to break it to you, they were not here first. No one was here first. Then they came, so they were kind of second, we're third. But, you know, Paris Gibson saw some hope in this location. Located kind of center of Montana, but because the left half of the state is kind of wrinkly, if you were to stretch out that rug, it actually is right in the middle. Great Falls is right in the middle of the state. You just have to stretch it out. And Paris Gibson knew this, and that's why he founded this city. He wanted to be a powerful industrial center for everyone to be afraid of. And to this day, Great Falls does command a lot of fear. People are afraid of Great Falls. And I know the Great Falls Panthers are doing really well this year, so. How many guys go to Smyrna? Sorry, see you tomorrow. 2 people.
Over across the river lies a strange modern architectural marvel named after a famous Western painter who painted the landscape with passion, respecting the honorable natives who helped and guided him along his spirit journey to find out more about sculpture, bronzing, ceramics, and mixing oil paints.
CMR, when I was growing up, was the other high school. You guys are white shirts. But what I loved about it is that, you know, it was good. It's healthy to have, you know, someone else out there. You know, somewhere in the dark, there was something out there that wanted to get you. It was like the Headless Horseman, you know, you had to cross the bridge by a certain time, or you could die. school, starting my, I believe, junior year, beginning of junior year, where I made friends with a lot of people from CMR and Great Falls High. I had friends in Great Falls High, and some friends also in CMR. And there was also an invisible high school called Crotarg. I made friends with some of those students there as well. And the Crotargians were amazing. They, yeah, clear minds, open hearts, I don't know what it was. You know, it's funny, that reminds me. I was in football at East Junior High. Yeah, that's something. I didn't like it, really. I mean, I did it, but I don't know why I was doing it. I think it was because I thought girls would like it, you know? Because that's partially true. More true back then, because, you know, the movies were really, like, pushing it, you know? If you were in football, holy shit. You know, instantly pair up with that person. That's all you need to know about that. And I thought I was done with football, you know? My favorite part was getting a whatchamacallit at the end of practice from my mom that she would pick me up. Sometimes two whatchamacallits. Don't ask me what they're called. And then I went to high school, and I was so stoked about high school because I saw Pretty in Pink when I was in junior high. And that prepared me. I wanted high school to be like that, you know? I wanted to be cool with a great soundtrack. I wanted to be disenfranchised. I wanted to come up from the underground, you know? Have people misunderstand me. I had a secret skill that was cool and beautiful but misunderstood by the majority of the social structure of high school. So I joined football. And again, I didn't really like it. I really, while we were rehearsing, that's what I call it. It's not practicing. At football rehearsal, I would actively try to hide from the coach, you know, for like making me do special stuff, you know, because they'd pick you out, you know, make you do something, or do like a crunch barrel. Crunch barrels, a couple 260s, and I wasn't into 260s. Okay? If you knew what those were, you'd agree. And during games, I would hide. I literally, this is true, you can ask John Thomas, who's in the audience, who was in football with me. I think he was there kind of out of solidarity. I don't really know, but I thank him for his time with me in the service of football. But I would literally hide behind the water cooler so that the coach wouldn't see me to call me out onto the field, because I didn't know any of the plays. I didn't know one play at all. I'd be like, make sure you study your playbooks. I'm like, cool. That was it. But the good thing is, like, sometimes I would get called onto the field. And when I did, I would, you know, go to the huddle. That's what you do. I played right guard. And I think maybe this was another reason why I played football, was that I got to be a right guard, which is a famous deodorant. And the number on my jersey was 69. I was like, what position in the lineup, like when people are on the field, what position can you have a number like 69? Well, you'd have to play offensive lineman. Okay, then that's what I'll play. Like, that's how I chose. But I just remember like going to the huddle and I'd be there, you know, and all these guys like huddling in or whatever, chewing gum or whatever. And I had multiple hand pads because I was a freak about my hands, like protecting my hands. So I had like 3 pairs of like pads kind of rolled over, and I was holding socks inside of my hands to cushion the compression of my hands should they be compressed in a tackle.
And I'd sit in the huddle, and it was just like, okay, we're gonna do red dog 45, red dog 45, red dog 45, and get this thing going down, and get more down, break! And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. So I just walk in and talk to the nose guard, and I'm just like, hey, what direction do I go? When he says it, just like go forward and take a right. That's how I played football. That's what I did in football. I was really good at that. Whatever that was that I was doing, I was really good at it. But the weird thing was, in my junior year, the coach called me in out of class, out of art class, and sat me down and played a review
Of a play, one play, the only good play that I did, where I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And there was like some bad guys, that's what I call them, bad guys. Were like coming up the field, and I was like running in front of the guy with the ball. I don't even know what position he was playing, but he had the ball, and I knew that was what they were after. And I was like, don't get near the ball. You know, it just kind of pushed some guys out of the side, and the guy just like made a touchdown. And I was like, cool. But based off of that one play, he wanted me to come back to football. And I was like, I don't know, man. I got a lot of like pen and ink drawings to do. Like, you know, I've got a lot of that. I've got to tune my violin. Got to make sure my violin's doing good. Make sure my synthesizer's sampling correctly. You know, make sure I'm, you know, doing stuff with friends after school. There's a lot of stuff I gotta do, so I don't know if I'd be much use to you know, for football. And he was like, I get it. I get it.
I'm gonna talk to Saunders, see if Saunders has something to say about him, because I was talking to his parents today about
That's really him playing the position that I'm going for you. So that's totally fine. I'm gonna do that. But I'm also gonna maybe talk to Ricky Rickerson and see if he's English studies, see if he's qualified for football too. And I'm just going to take it I'll take all the time on it. So it's cool. You have fun with your I'm a big fan of watercolors myself. Go buy some.
So, yeah, football. But what ended up happening in high school is what happens to all of us. You know? You're there.